Hi, I'm Alice.
And I'm Erika.
And we are
Say it!
two straight lesbians.
Two straight lesbians.
Two straight.
Two straight. I have to do
I
it.
prefer mine.
Okay,
Wow.
each to their room. Stop it.
In today's video, we're talking about
Labels.
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 What label do
Why is that a
you
label?
identify as?
And do you believe in labels?
Mm.
Do you believe in
Yeah.
labels after labels after labels after labels after labels?
It's nice to be part of a community though.
Did
Did you think I want to respond?
No, I want to know.
I identify as bisexual, although I know when I take you to my family, they'll probably say you've turned lesbian, because that's what people think. If
Oh,
you're
are they gonna-
bisexual and you've always been with one gender, if you change to the other gender, they think you've turned. Not that you were always attracted to both genders. It's just who I dated. And you identify as pansexual, so what does
I
that mean?
hate labels. I'm still thinking about what you just said, because now I'm like terrified of meeting your family. Jesus, they're gonna be like, "You've turned our daughter, you, the devil," and I'll be like, "Okay." Okay, so technically, yes, I identify as pansexual.
I turned you, actually.
This is true.
More the other way
Story
round.
for another time. Maybe someone can ask us that so we can
No,
make a
because
video about that.
this is it. This is how you identified, but then you met me.
I identified as this is so
Identified?
weird. As a human being. Okay, now I'm gonna be really real right now because I don't believe in labels. I know they're important in certain cases and there is a place for them. However, personally, I believe I am human, we are human, sexuality is fluid, circumstances change. There's how many? 8 billion people in the world.
Yes.
How are you gonna know? Yes, you might be majorly attracted to men, but then this comes up and that might change.
Do you know what? I actually like labels, because when I was discovering my sexuality, I kind of needed to have a label to feel that I was part of something,
Yeah.
and find other people who were also part of something, so I could feel included and understand myself, because I didn't have any friends that were gay. You know, I needed that at
Yeah.
that time to work out who I am.
That's when I said sometimes labels are important and they have a place. But yeah, I feel like it's also really hard because it's like, I've recently seen a post on Instagram about this girl who's bisexual and she's now getting married to a guy. Actually, I know a girl
I used to
from
follow
my work
actually.
who's the same situation. And a lot of people like that in that situation, then either by the community itself or even themselves, they feel like they're not worthy of the label anymore, or they feel like they're not LGBTQ or queer anymore because they're in a heterosexual relationship. So in certain aspects, I feel like there's a lot of pressure in terms of labels. So I don't want to conform to a label, because even when I was straight, I still said that sexuality is fluid and I don't believe anyone's 100% straight. That should have been my hint, shouldn't it? But yeah,
To
anyway.
yourself.
I know, yeah, because
Yeah,
I always
was
used to
also-
say that.
I was also suppressed. Like, because I've always felt this way, but I just didn't allow myself to know it, and it wasn't okay to know it,
Yeah.
so I didn't.
Yeah, I'd been going to Pride for years as an ally before you. And then it was quite intense actually the summer before I met you. I went to Pride with my mum actually, and I remember there was a moment where everyone was dancing and everyone was being free and being themselves, and there was a moment when I was like, I felt like such an outsider, and I felt like, you know when you have that feeling when you like imposter syndrome, I felt like that then, but I had no idea what that meant. I was just like, I shouldn't have felt like that, should I?
Why were you feeling like that?
Exactly, maybe I always knew. Maybe I was waiting for you. Oh, I'd already known you that then.
That's interesting.
That is interesting for another video.
I was thinking as you were talking before about labels, because I've actually always had the label of heterosexual, haven't I? People gave me that, even though I felt a certain way. No one asked me, they just assumed because I was with a guy. And that's why I remember a lesbian lady at work, and she was talking about someone, and I said something about myself, and she goes, "You never." And I thought, oh, that's what people think of me. They would think that I would never fancy women, and so I thought that I didn't, and I also never knew if anyone liked me. I was completely blind to it, which is so crazy, because then obviously when you do change, you then notice so many people, and so many people notice you, so maybe the energy changes.
Definitely.
Because now we get the gay vibe, don't we?
Oh yeah. There was like
she's walking around going lesbian
every time I'm like the lesbian.
because also we're in Bali right now, we weren't
There's
sure
not
if
many.
you were allowed to be lesbian. They're not really keen on public displays of affection.
So you can be whatever you want, just don't show it.
video, I think.
I think so too, because we speak too much. So let us know what you think about labels and what is your experience with labels. Have they helped you? Do you like them? Do you not? Because I'm actually really interested to know what other people think about it.
And also, if you've changed your label as you've grown older.
Okay, bye.